Hi there, this is a short presidential history. A talking blues I call Talkin Election 2012. If you've never heard of talking blues, you're probably under 30, so just think of it as folk rap. At the turn of the century, two ran for the presidency. One was dull, the other dumb. In the land of hee-haw, guess who won? Hallelujah, sticking it to ya. Texas goose step on the Constitution. Early on election eve, the nation started to believe the liberal won, so Murdoch's man said Florida had gone Republican. Illegitimable intimidation, hanging chads and hanging justice on the highest court. You wonder how it came to be, this mediocre dynasty. Well, in this country far and wide are folks of talent, skill, and pride, doing politics a little different, using corporate power to subvert the government. I say it started back when JFK got shot to death that Dallas day. While Camelot was full in bloom in Texas, there was talk of doom. Uppity Nicarag's fallen dominoes. Gotta teach them liberals who really runs this show. Moving on to 64, when LBJ signed into law the Civil Rights Act, but his pen was a spirit to the heart of Southern friends. Enter Nixon, Southern Strategy, George Wallace, Spyro Agnew, and the Culture Wars. Draft card burning, women's-led Black Panthers, hippies, acid trips scared the solid citizen who wanted everything like that to end. I liked Ike, the Lennon sisters, Step and Fetch It knew its place, and Father knew best throughout the land. So Nixon made Republicans of carpenters and factory hands, of farmers, miners, cowboys too, who wanted to believe that he was true. Law and order, silent minorities, coming home in a body bag from Vietnam. After Tricky Dick was shamed and Scary Jerry blew the game and Jimmy fumbled piously, a man from Hollywood strode on the scene. Can-do image, family value, yep. Trickle down money to the families of the rich. Apparently conservatives had realized that our brains are sieves with such a short attention span that a cowboy from B-movie land could rope us in. Iran Contra? Why, I don't remember. Huh? Oh. It's morning in America and have a jelly bean. Poppy Bush came after Ron to rule our business Babylon, to raise a tax or two and then to raise some hell in desert sands. Save Kuwait, save democracy. Save that all for us, Abdullah. We need all you got. When Poppy stumbled at the polls, cause he could not relate to us all. Oh, look at that, a scanning gizmo, and barfed his breakfast, no machismo there. We said, Bill, here's your cue. Roll up your sleeves and show us what a Democrat can do. But Bill's weakness was the female form, and several women caused a storm. He had that great infectious laugh and offered them positions on his staff. Monica knee pads, heading south, with pundits and preachers foaming at her mouth. Ooh, right-wingers thought they cooked his goose, but Bill slipped that impeachment noose. They got so mad they popped their veins and plotted to restore the reins of government to the people. Let's see, the drug people, tobacco people, Christian Taliban, and all the smooks. They found a guy down Texas way, gunfighter, squint, brains of hay, shop them round the primaries and see he doesn't sweat much on TV. First Poppy Bush, then Puppet Bush. Front man for the ones who want to turn back all the clocks. So it's hail to the thief, we cried. Uncurious George was now the guy to represent our USA to rulers terrified of democracy. Don't worry, guys, it ain't so hard. Election laws and human rights are safe to disregard. On a lovely summer day, 2 towers smashed to ruins lay. We blame Al-Qaeda, well okay, but didn't we also have a role to play by insulting a billion Muslims and propping up their dictators to feed our greed for oil? So we pissed our pants and passed a law that undermines what we stand for. Our Bill of Rights is shot with holes because we chose to sell our soul for safety or its illusion, USA patriot. 1984 was late by only 18 years. One by one we're losing friends and precious global influence to countries who in better times made us look good by committing crimes like torture, secret prisons, wars of opportunity, and unitary rule. Ever since I wrote this song, part of me hoped I was wrong about America, which my folks had dreamed about while under the yoke of Hitler and his torturers. Midnight raids, cattle trains, and bodies piled up high. You see, I believe that freedom's not a trinket that is cheaply bought, but most don't work for liberty. We drown in empty prattle on TV, don't we? Debit saddled, junk food addled, fat ass trusting cattle of the corporate class. Barack, our handsome president, has enemies whose sole intent is shutting down our government in service to the mighty 1%, who fund the haters, instruct lawmakers, and want to turn us into slaves to serve the corporate state. So speak out loud, beat your drum. Democracy can't be this dumb. We know what's right, and here's a way to make our awesome power grow each day. Buy local food, canvas for peace, keep a beady eye on City Hall and rock the vote. Hey, if they don't like this song, too bad. I'm not wrong to be this sad about my country. 'Tis of thee under red meat, white bread, blue-nosed tyranny. Freedom never meant to be convenient. So stand your ground against the war machine. Stand your ground against the Wall Street predators. Stand your ground against racial bigotry. Stand your ground against religious intolerance. Stand your ground against homophobia. Stand your ground against misogyny. So I'll stand my ground for the women of the world. I'll stand my ground for all the immigrants just like me. I'll stand my ground for the right to organize. I'll stand my ground for education. I'll stand my ground for love with whom you choose. And I'll stand my ground for the right to treat my body as my own. I'll say it again, freedom was never meant